Toronto Mayor John Tory is urging a wider conversation about gun violence and gun control in the aftermath of the shooting rampage in this city.
You know, why does someone need to have a gun in the city of Toronto? And I can't think, aside from police officers and very select others, I can't think of a reason why people do.
Tory was speaking after taking part in a vigil last night. There's an outpouring in the neighborhood for the victims. This woman grew up with Reese Fallon, the 18-year-old woman who was killed.
She was my best friend for a really long time, and we used to play together all the time, and she really didn't deserve this. She just got into college for being a nurse, and she just wanted to help people.
Fallon had just graduated from high school and was set to start university this fall. A 10-year-old girl from the Toronto area was also killed. We don't know her name. Police say some of the 13 others shot and wounded have suffered life-changing injuries.
Am I okay right now? I know, kind of in.
Megan Fitzpatrick joins us from one of the many tributes to the victims that have popped up in that neighborhood. So Megan, that stretch of the Danforth is one of the busiest shopping districts in the city. So what are you seeing this morning as it reopens?
Yeah, Hannah, we're here at this little parkette near the intersection of Logan and Danforth, and it was essentially right around the corner from me where the shooting began. Christina's restaurant is just over there, and that's one of the restaurants that the gunman fired into as he made his way up and down Danforth Avenue. That cafe there behind me on Sunday night, people were enjoying ice cream and dessert, went diving for cover as the shots started ringing out. So this is one of the places now where people are coming to show their support, to express their grief and sadness at what's happened in their neighborhood. Here on this fountain, there's chalk messages that have been written. I can see things like, "I will not be afraid," hashtag Danforth Strong, hashtag Greektown. That's what this neighborhood is known. So people using chalk to express some of their condolences and messages. And then over here, just to my right, we've got a growing pile of flowers, and people have been leaving candles. There are some messages directly for Reese Fallon, that 18-year-old woman that was one of the two victims. Somebody's written Reese on the tree. There's a little t-shirt here with her name written as well. Again, more messages with that theme we really have been hearing since Sunday, Hannah. We will not be afraid. People in this neighborhood vowing to stay strong and to carry on, acknowledging, though, of course, the sadness at what happened in their neighborhood. So I expect quite likely this pile here will keep continuing to grow throughout the day here at this park.
So Megan, last night there was Toronto's mayor, there were community leaders and people from the neighborhood, and they took part in a prayer service. So what are the messages coming out of that vigil?
Yeah, there were a few different things last night. Some people gathered at the intersection of Pape and Danforth, just close to where I am here, and then there was a prayer service at this church. And again, there were people expressing their condolences to the two women that were, to the two people that were killed, the 10-year-old girl whose name we don't know yet, and Reese Fallon. So some of the people there knew Reese Fallon and were talking about what a great young woman she was. Other people were just local residents from the neighborhood who said they wanted to come out and show their strength and their support for the community. Let's take a listen to what some of the people there last night were saying.
It's very easy to think that we could have been there. So, yeah, I want them to know that this happened, but we don't want to be afraid either, to just keep living in the city and enjoying it. And this is our neighborhood too, you know, for 20 years.
So again, this is our neighborhood, and that's really what we're seeing here, Hannah, at this site, and things are getting back to normal. There's traffic now going back and forth on Danforth Avenue, buses going by, taxis, so things are looking more normal. People were out jogging this morning. I even saw one woman, as she jogged by here, she clasped her hands in prayer, obviously as her way of expressing and acknowledging what happened in this location on Sunday night. So people expressing their emotions, and around the corner as well too, close to that Christina's restaurant, there's another site where people are laying flowers and candles. There's a sort of boarded up business that was already boarded up, and people have been writing messages on there as well. So a few different sites throughout this neighborhood where people are really coming together and in a sense of solidarity.
Megan, thanks for bringing those stories to us.